Welcome friends, Silas here, welcome to class. Like always for classes with me, it's handy to have a block at hand. I'm going to use it, or it's possible for you to use it in your trikonasana and your side angles. We're going to jump straight into practice and start in downward facing dog. So as you come onto your mat, hands about shoulder width distance apart, slightly in front of your shoulders, and then tucking the toes under, lifting the hips up and back as you find your downward facing dog. And then let yourself arrive here fluidly. We're pressing one heel down at a time, continuing to press the floor away. Maybe move in synchronicity to your breath. Inhale, one heel down, exhale, other heel down, letting the hips be involved. And then slowly slowing that movement down as you find the center of your downward facing dog. Pressing the palms into the ground to elongate through the spine. Moving the chest back towards your thighs and prioritizing a long spine over straight legs. And we're gonna warm the body up quite rhythmically this morning. And then next inhale, roll forward through the spine into plank, letting the shoulders arrive over your wrists. Then on the exhale for the first one, soften the knees down as you bend your elbows, lower yourself all the way down to the floor. Kick back through the toes, inhale, cobra pose, peel the chest of the floor, press into the palms. And on the exhale, push back over hands and knees, slide the toes under, find your downward facing dog. And continue with this. Next inhale, roll forward through the spine. This time maybe without the knees lowering all the way down on the exhale. Inhale, cobra pose, peel the chest up, elbows hug in. Exhale, push back over hands and knees, toes slide under, downward facing dog. Go through this 2 more rounds. Inhale to roll forward, and on the exhale to lower all the way down. Inhale to peel the chest up, keep the legs active. Exhale to come back to down dog. One more time. Inhale to ripple forward. Then this time on the exhale, you can also just go halfway down, coming through chaturanga. Then inhale, cobra or up dog if you feel ready. Exhale back to downward facing dog. And then once you arrive here, come back to stillness. And in this stillness, continuing the actions within your body, the moving back of the thighs, elongating through the spine, noticing your breath. Even inhale in and out through the nose. And then on the next inhale, reach the right leg up towards the sky. Exhale, draw the right knee into the chest as you step the foot forward in between your hands. Then lower the left knee down towards the ground. Inhale, low lunge, arms reach up. And for this first one, just hook your thumbs at the top and pull the hands apart to climb the fingers up higher. Elongating through the spine. Keep pressing down into the right foot, lifting the frontal hip bones up. Take one more breath in. Exhale, circle both hands down towards the ground and then straighten the right leg as you come into a half split. Keep flexing the right toes back, pulling the heart forward. And the next inhale, rebend the right knee. Ground down through the left palm and then step the right foot all the way to the back of the mat. Kickstanding the left foot out towards the side and then bringing your right foot in line with the left knee in the left hand and then extending the right arm up towards the ceiling so you come into this modified side plank. Keeping the left hand right underneath the left shoulder. And then if you look down your body, you want to see the right big toe and then grounding the knife edge of the right foot into the floor. Keep pressing down into the left hand to reach the right fingertips up high. And on the next inhale, reach the right arm towards the front of the mat, letting the palm face down, elongating through the entire right side, growing longer from the right heel to the right middle finger. See if you can breathe into that outer line. Take one more breath in. Exhale, circle the right hand down towards the floor, bringing both knees back together. And then setting your forearms down towards the floor parallel. Tucking your toes under, and then pressing into the forearms to come into dolphin, lifting the knees off, walking the feet in towards your elbows as you climb the hips up high. Just like a downward facing dog, just on your forearms. Keep pressing the floor away, keep the head off the ground. Keep moving the thighs back in space. And stay here for another 2 rounds of breath. Keep pressing the floor away, keep elongating through the spine. And then bring your gaze forward in between your thumbs. Press down into both palms. Engage your legs and see if you can lift both elbows off at the same time to come back to downward facing dog. They're called dolphin push-ups, and we're going to do 2 more. So wrap both elbows down at the same time, lower them back down to the floor. And then press into your palms to lift both elbows up, downward facing dog. One more time, elbows lower. And lift them both up. Take one more breath in. Exhale, soften your knees down towards the ground and then walk the hands forward, coming into Anahatasana, letting the heart melt down towards the ground, forehead touches down. Climbing the fingertips away from your hips. Keep breathing into the back of the heart. Take one more full round of breath. And then begin to walk the hands back towards your knees. Tuck your toes under, bring the big toes together to touch. And then come into a toe sit at the back of your mat. Gonna reach the right arm up towards the ceiling. And then bend the right elbow. Let the right palm come in between your shoulder blades. Reach the left arm up and then grab hold of the top of the right elbow. And now reach the tip of the elbow up towards the ceiling. On the exhale, pull with the left hand over towards the left side as you side bend. And maybe the stretch of the shoulder just gives you enough distraction to forget about your toes for a second. And then coming back to center, just going to change sides. Bending the left elbow, grabbing the left elbow with the right hand, and take a breath in to lift the left elbow tip up towards the ceiling. Exhale to side bend towards the right. And then come back towards center. Circle both hands down, and then find your way back into downward facing dog. Lifting the hips up high. And as you arrive in down dog, take a couple of walkouts, pressing one heel down at a time, letting the sensation of the toe sit integrate. And then finding the center of your down dog. I'm going to take it over to the other side. In the next inhale, reach the left leg up towards the ceiling. Exhale, draw the knee into the chest, step the foot forward in between your hands. And then lowering the right knee down as you come up into your low lunge. Arms reach up. Once again, hook the thumbs at the top, pull them apart to grow taller through the spine. Drawing the belly button in. You're pressing down into the left foot to reach up taller through the fingertips. Take one more breath in. Exhale, both hands circle down towards the ground, straighten the left leg, half split, pull the hips back as you straighten the leg, curling the toes back. Always really important that you continue that inner journey of breath. Like if you're breathing, you're still doing yoga. If you're not breathing, you're just looking funny. So it's this constant reminder of let's continue to stay connected to that action that continues to happen if you pay attention to or not. And observe how that quality of breath changes as you move through the asana. Sometimes you feel out of breath, other times it's very easeful. It's an never-ending feedback loop when you listen to your breath. Next inhale, rebend the left knee. And then stepping the left foot all the way to the back of the mat, coming back to your modified side plank, pressing into the right palm as you reach the left arm up. And then just using your gaze to align yourself, so aligning the left foot in line with the right knee and the right hand. Right hand right underneath the right shoulder as you press down, lift the left fingertips up. And then even sometimes we have the tendency that the bum wants to stick out towards the back. So push your hips towards the left outer side of your mat. Then turn the palm towards the front of the mat. Reach the hand towards the front of your yoga mat and then press down through the left foot to reach the left fingertips further towards the front. Making yourself longer than you actually are. Take one more breath in. Exhale, circle the left hand down towards the ground. Both knees come down. Once more, setting your forearms down parallel towards one another. Tucking the toes under, lifting the knees up, and then making your way into dolphin. And we're going to once more stay here. Press into the forearms, lifting out of your shoulders, climbing the hips up higher. If you have pincha in your practice and you want to take it further, you can continue from here. Otherwise, you can stay with me in dolphin for another 5, 4, 3, 2. Don't get too excited. 1. Bring your gaze forward in between your thumbs. Press into your palms so you can lift both elbows up at the same time. Back to down dog. And we do this 2 more times. Slowly lowering the elbows down. And then lifting them both off at the same time. 1 more time. Elbows wrapped down, dolphin. And downward facing dog. Good stuff. Take a full breath in. Exhale, soften your knees down towards the floor. Then keep the hips over your knees as you walk the hands forward. Coming back to Anahatasana, letting the heart melt down. Letting the forehead touch down. Breathing into the back body. Noticing how your breath is affected by the previous pose. Noticing how a few rounds of breath in Anahatasana almost let the memory of the dolphin disappear, and with it all the vicious thoughts you had about yourself. Sometimes life gets difficult, so how do you react? Can you breathe through it and then enjoy the labors or the fruits of your work at a later stage? There's a lot of delayed gratification in the yoga practice. And then slowly walking the hands back towards your knees, coming back into the toe sit at the back of the mat, big toes together to touch as you sit back onto your heels. So we're going to repeat the shoulder stretch once more. You can just stay with just working with one arm. You can also reach both arms out towards the side. And then bringing the left thumb down, left hand goes in between your shoulder blades, right arm reaches up, and then taking the full Gomukhasana. Otherwise, you can just stay with the half. If you go for the full, either grab opposite fingertips. If you have a towel or a strap at home, you can also use a towel or a strap. If you don't have any of these, but you still want to do the full one, you just continue to work your fingertips towards one another. So you're staying in this process of delayed gratification. You're working towards something that is not yet attainable. One more full breath on the side. And then slowly release, circle the arms out wide, changing sides. So taking the variation you decided to go for on the first side. You might also notice that one side is different than the other. Continuing to look for great posture. So sometimes when we come into Gomukhasana, we have the tendency that the head moves forward. So if you can keep the neck long, keeping the chest lifted, and then working towards your Gomukhasana or enjoying this shoulder opener and stretch. Observing your breath. And then slowly release, making your way back forward onto all fours and then back into your downward facing dog. Lifting the knees off the ground, hips float up high. We're going to work similar to how we just did on the floor, but we're going to take the back knee out of the equation. So going to deepen the asanas that we've just did. And the next inhale, reach the right leg up towards the sky. Exhale, draw the right knee into the chest, step the foot in between your hands. And then if you have a block available and you want to work with it, you place the block just in line with the right heel on the middle or lowest setting, maybe even the highest. And then come up into crescent lunge. Arms reach up, right knee is over the right ankle. You can have a soft bend in the back knee to keep the lower back happy. And then even though you're not hooking the thumbs this time, imagine you pulling them apart or like reaching them still up towards the ceiling. So you're not satisfied where you are, you extend into the space above you. Take one more breath in. And then exhale, circle the hands towards your hips. Spin the back heel down towards the ground and straighten the right leg. Now making sure that your heels are either heel to heel alignment. You can also have the heels slightly apart. And then reach your arms out towards the side. So similar to what we did in the modified side plank, extending your arms in opposition. Now pulling the right hip back in space, reach the right fingertips towards the front of the room. And then let the right hand touch down onto the block, maybe the shin, and then reaching the left arm up towards the ceiling. Trikonasana. Moving the right leg towards straight. Your gaze can be up, your drishti can be up towards the left fingertips. You can also just keep the neck long. Nothing to see up there. Keep pressing down into the knife edge of the left foot. Take one more breath in. And on the exhale, bring the left hand towards the left hip. And then bring your gaze down towards the right big toe. Begin to bend into the right knee till the right knee arrives over the right ankle. Setting up for side angle pose. The next inhale, circle the left hand down and towards the front of the room. Coming into side angle pose, reaching the left fingertips towards the front. At the same time, pressing the left outer edge of the foot down. And then if you're working with the block in the hand outside your right ankle or your right foot, press the right knee into the right upper arm. So there's this constant contact between the right knee and the right arm. What that does, it makes sure that your knee doesn't internally rotate and it stays above the ankle. Take one more breath in. And then on the exhale, circle the left hand down towards the ground. Lift the left heel off and then soften the left knee down towards the floor. You can keep the left palm on the ground. You can also place the block underneath the left hand to give yourself some more space. Next inhale, reach the right arm up and over behind you. Maybe you add on, bending through the left knee, catching the thigh stretch behind. And then first kicking the foot back into your hand to lift the heart up. Exhale, pull the left heel in towards your bum. And continue to breathe. One more breath in. The exhale, slowly release. Both hands come inside the right foot, moving the block towards the side, and then lifting the left knee off the ground, coming into lizard lunge. Right foot is just outside the right hand. We're going to work a little bit with the core here. So press down into your palms, hug the right knee towards the right upper arm, and then slowly see if you can lift the right foot up and make your way into a three-legged dog, extending the right leg all the way towards the back of the room. And on the exhale, pull the right knee into the chest, pull it across to touch the left upper arm. And then inhale, reach it back up. One more time, pulling the right knee in, pulling it across, touching the left upper arm. And then lift it back up, three-legged dog, press the floor away. Exhale, both feet come back down. Over to the other side. Next inhale, left leg reaches up. Exhale, draw the left knee into the chest and then step the foot in between your hands. Grabbing the block once more, placing it outside the left ankle or just in line with the left heel. And then coming up, crescent lunge, arms reach up towards the ceiling. Drawing the belly button in and then climbing the back of the heart, the fingertips up higher. Take one more breath in. Exhale, bring the hands onto your hips and then straighten the left leg, spin the right heel down, setting up for your Trikonasana. Back foot is either, the knife edge of the back foot is either parallel to the back edge or slightly on an angle towards the top right corner of your mat. Now reach your arms out towards the side. Extend through the fingertips. Now reach the left fingertips forward and then make your way into Trikonasana. Left hand either on shins, block or floor. Right arm reaches up. Continue to press into both feet. And then use your left leg as a ruler. See if you can wrap the left ribs under, so your chest, the left side of your torso and the right side of your torso line over the center of your left thigh bone. Extending through the crown of the head. Even breath in and out. And circle the right hand to the right hip. Bring your gaze down towards the left foot. Begin to bend into the left knee as you set up for side angle pose. Left knee arrives over the left ankle. And then circle the left hand down and forward as you open the chest up towards the right. Keep pressing the left knee into the left arm. And then extending through the entire right side. Right fingertips climb forward. At the same time, extend through the right foot. Take one more breath in. Exhale, circle the right hand down. Lift the right heel off, soften the right knee down to the floor. Either right palm on the ground. You can also work with a block underneath the right hand. Inhale, reach the left arm up and over behind you. Reaching into the space, maybe adding on, bending the right knee, catching the right foot for the thigh stretch. And kicking the foot away to lift the heart up. Exhale, draw it closer towards your bum. And then breathe. Even inhale, even exhale. And then slowly release. Circle the left hand inside the left foot. And if you have the block, move it to the side, lifting the right knee off the floor, coming into your lizard lunge. Now once more, we're working with some core strength. And core doesn't always just mean your six-pack. It means the entire core. That means the entire middle structure of your torso. So pressing down into both palms. bending the knee, keeping the knee hugging towards the left armpit, and then lifting the left leg all the way up towards the ceiling. Now as you draw the knee into the chest, pull it over towards the right upper arm to touch, and then lift it back up. One more time, draw it in to touch, lift it back up, three-legged dog, and then exhale, both feet come down towards the floor. Now begin to walk your hands towards the back of the mat, and then we heel toe the feet out wide as we come down into a Malasana squat. Well done. All right. You can place your upper arms onto your knees, just finding a relatively comfortable position here, gently swaying side to side. We want to get this set up to the front of the mat, and we're going to work with the same action of our core that we just did with this pulling the knee into the chest, and you have the opportunity to play a little bit with crow on the way forward. If you think, okay, I don't want to do it, I just want to get to the front of the mat in this position, you just simply walk your way forward. If you want to play with crow a couple of times, slowly begin to lift your bum up, palms ground down, and then big toes come closer towards one another. Lift up high into the balls of the feet, then bend your knees and bring them towards your upper arms. Now engage your core, look forward, shifting your weight into your hands, maybe floating the legs up, holding for a breath or two, and then placing the feet back down. And you just slightly further forward of your mat, a couple more tries. If you hold it and you just want to stay up for as long as you like. Otherwise, we're having another try. Knees come onto your upper arms, shifting forward, weight goes into your fingertips, heels float up, and back down. Maybe having one or two more tries. Bum floats up high into the toes, knees onto the upper arms, shifting forward, lifting up, and back down. One more try if you're working with it. And then we're in the Malasana squat at the front of the mat. All right. We're going to release the wrists. So lift your bum up and then place your wrists just behind your knees and then come back down into your squat. So you're squeezing your forearms behind your knees, and now make the most angriest fist, like someone really pissed you off, and then spread your fingers wildly apart. Let's do that a couple of times. Make fists, open the fingers up, and then do that a little bit quicker. Open, close, open, close. Go for another 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lift the bum back up, take the forearms out, let them rest onto your knees. Let the fresh blood come back down into your fingertips. And then we're lowering the bum back down to the floor, setting up for reverse tabletop. So bringing the hands behind you, fingers pointing towards your bum, feet about hip width distance apart, press into feet and hands, lift the hips up, open up through the chest. And then slowly lower the bum down right behind your heels. As the bum touches down, lift up through the chest, straighten your elbows. Exhale, slowly bend your elbows, keep the lift in the chest. Breathe into the front of the shoulders. Oftentimes we don't really have to bend very deep to feel a strong sensation. Keep hugging the elbows towards one another. And it's really about this lift of the chest, breathing into the heart. And then slowly straighten your elbows again. Lift the hips up to hover, and then hover them halfway back in between hands and feet. On the inhale, reach your arms forward. And then on the exhale, slowly roll down onto your back. Letting the spine come all the way down. Stepping the feet behind your bum. Knees are bent. And then press into the feet, lift the hips up, coming into bridge pose. You can decide if you want to keep the arms down by your side or interlace the fingers underneath you. If you have a wheel in your practice and you want to take it all the way, feel free to take your hands beside your ears. And then you're off from here. If you're in bridge, we're here for another 5 rounds of breath. Even, slow, smooth breaths. Keep squeezing your glutes to lift the hips up. Keep snuggling the shoulder blades under. Take one more breath in. And then on the exhale, slowly roll the spine onto your mat. And then hugging the knees into the chest. And from here, we're gonna open the arms out wide in a T shape and then let the knees fall over towards the right, coming into an easy twist. If you like, you can take the right hand on top of the left outer thigh. And then using the breath to find this twist for you. See if you can direct your breath into the twist, the different vertebrae as they stack on top of one another. Breathing into the spine. Letting your body melt into the floor. One more breath. Next inhale, come back through center and let the knees fall over towards the left. If you like, you can take the left hand on the outside of the right thigh. Your gaze can be straight up towards the ceiling. If it feels nice in your neck, you can also let them fall over towards the right hand. So you're just continuing the twist through the spine, also through your neck. But if it feels funny or, I don't know, your neck just doesn't like it, just keep the nose pointing straight up towards the ceiling. Taking another 3 rounds of breath here. Softening, softening, and relaxing. Next inhale, come back towards center, and then hug both knees into the chest. You can either just stay here, gently draw little circles with your knees, massaging the lower back. If you like to take a happy baby pose, reach for the inside of your thighs, holding to the outside of your feet, and then opening the soles of the feet up towards the ceiling, keeping the lower back grounded, and then taking a couple of gentle rocks side to side here. Maybe straightening one leg at a time, taking any final movements you feel like you need to close off your practice. And then slowly bringing your knees back into the chest, giving yourself a big squeeze. And then releasing your legs, letting them travel down the mat, extending them away from you. Letting the arms come down by your side, palms are facing up as you find your Shavasana. Letting your body arrive flat on the ground. Surrendering your entire weight into the floor. releasing through your feet, your hands, your legs, your arms, softening through your hips, your torso, your shoulders, and your head. Letting go of your breath, letting the breath come in and out just as it wants to. Softening your face, receiving the benefits of this practice. Shalasana. If you have an extra minute to stay here and rest, gift yourself with that extra minute, that extra space and time. If you have to carry on with your day, you can slowly find your way back into your fingertips as you begin to wiggle and to move them. Bending through your elbows, reaching your arms over your head like you're just waking up. Bending one knee at a time, rolling over to one side. Taking a brief moment in this fetal position here. Noticing how it feels to be you. And then slowly finding your way back up into a seat. either cross-legged or on your shins, maybe moving through space without the sense of sight. Gathering the hands at the center of your heart. In this gesture of balance and gratitude. Honoring the time that you took, effort that you made to practice. Thank you for sharing this practice with me, with maybe another person at home. And I hope to see you very soon. Namaste.